Tewerabira kusubscribinga.
Thank you for watching Rich Media. My name is Rich and the East African. Please subscribe to the channel as we do roll this. Now, ever since Dr. Muganga went to Parliament, there have been a series of events folding and unfolding. That is why I am here to bring you every part of the detail. But before, we shall first recap on things before I bring to you the banter, the current stuff, and what is really Muganga in terms of his nationality, in terms of investment. Does he even own properties outside? Does he even own properties in Rwanda or Uganda? And what is his nationality? Before we go there, I just want to say greetings to everyone, whoever catches me, whoever comes on this show. Please, you are a plus in this. I will say shout out, but of course, you hit the like button and also do what we call a subscription if you haven't yet subscribed. Now, before we go to all that, it all started when Dr. Muganga came to Parliament for vetting, where he says he has recordings on why Tayebwa, they are failing him, not on nationalistic issue, but it was a planned move to fail him. Before we go there, here is Dr. Muganga admitting that he's from tribe Banyarwanda, but not a Rwandese from Rwanda.
Banyarwanda is one of the tribes in Uganda, so Nange is one of those tribes. Just simple.
So you're not a national?
So I'm not a Rwandese. Now, what when you are a Rwandese and a Banyarwanda?
They even asked him,
yes.
Are you sure this won't
ask
affect
as many
you?
questions as possible, and every topic is open to be discussed. Yes.
So are you sure that this question of your citizenship might not affect your appointment?
I don't know. I
Look at his
leave
face,
that
facial
to
expression.
the members to decide because they have to choose what they think is right. They have to do their job. For me, I've made my case, and I think it has been sufficient.
Can we make this more simpler? Do you have two passports of different countries?
I mean, before I came in here, I definitely had two citizenships. That's the Ugandan citizenship and the Canadian citizenship. Like every young person who really aspires to do better, you leave this country and you go to different countries trying to work there, and you get some money, you help your people you left back home, you help your brothers, your sisters, your parents, and even the friends. So that is me, but so many Ugandans do that. And as I speak right now, there are some who are at the airport leaving the country. Before you know, they will have citizenships of other countries, and but that does not take away one's love for the country. I am Ugandan, and I think even when I live the life we live, God has given me life, but I don't think I'll live permanently. But when I die, I'll also be buried here in Uganda, closer to my parents who are resting in Seta.
Now, that was Dr. Lwerence Muganga, VC, Victoria University, Chancellor, speaking and verifying that he is a Ugandan. He does not even own any passport from Rwanda. That was the case. But, of course, we shall recap on what Thomas Tayebwa, Deputy Speaker, said during after the vetting process. Before I go where I want to tell you.
The verification with the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and we discovered that we had 3 colleagues who had dual citizenship,
he has
and 1 colleague who had multiple citizenship.
And
so
someone
we have looked at it extensively, and all of them have brought records renouncing their citizenship.
Multiple. He says, and someone, a colleague with multiple citizenship. I guess he was referring to this person. That was Deputy Speaker Thomas Tayebwa. But Frank Gashumba, before I go, also has a statement on this issue.
Yes, all options are not ruled out. By the way, if we want us to go back to Rwanda, we should go back with our land.
That is.
They say you were Rwanda and go back to Rwanda. By the way, beyond the constitutional court, we have another option. If this matter of Banyarwanda is not solved, trust me, prepare yourself for M23 in Uganda. Yes, all options are not ruled out.
That is Frank Gashumba speaking to us on, is it really is Dr. Muganga really a Ugandan or a Rwandese otherwise? Now, David Kabanda, who causes mayhem, came and told us that Mr. Muganga Lawrence was not rejected by the committee for being a Munyarwanda, a narrative I see someone expensively saying we have other leaders who are Banyarwanda. We have other leaders who are Banyarwanda who were approved and have been approved in the past. Honorable Aisha Sekandi and Diana Mutasingwa were approved, yet they are Banyarwanda but Ugandan citizens. Muganga was not approved after he denied holding a Rwandese passport, but the committee investigation confirmed he holds 3 passports: Ugandan, Canada, and Rwanda. Why was he denying it? Therefore, the claims that he was rejected because of being a Munyarwanda is totally falseful. That was David Kabanda. But again, when we see the tweet that was responding to David Kabanda, Dr. Lwerence Muganga said this was deliberate, and he has proof that Deputy Speaker Thomas Tayebwa was in the meeting with them when he was recording audios when he is saying it was deliberate to reject him, not basing on the passport or what, but they have to fail someone whenever the committee comes up to approve who must be the minister and who must not be. So that is how things are unfolding. I don't know whether I have his tweet here, so that I can have. So Dr. Lwerence Muganga replied to David Kabanda saying, with due respect, I must set the record straight. I don't hold a Rwandese passport. This is deliberate falsehood introduced by Thomas Tayebwa, and the truth must be revealed. That was Dr. Lwerence Muganga speaking and responding to that. Now, he further said, we have it on record. Thomas Tayebwa's other words, the everything vetting session we have to fail someone, and this time had to be Dr. Muganga. Read that again. The rejection was decided before the process even began. This was never about passport qualifications or integrity. This was personal it was calculated, it was discriminatory, and in due course we have released the audio that proves it. Honorable Kabanda, what I experienced in that vet was not parliamentary oversight. It was hatred, it was discrimination, it was racism directed at me simply because I am a Munyarwanda. Let me be clear. We Banyarwanda are Ugandans. We were born here, we pay taxes, we build institutions, we have given our lives to serve this nation. I personally have spent decades working tirelessly for Uganda, conducting thousands of interviews and engaging with other people, sitting in boardrooms and all that. That was Dr. Lwerence Muganga response about whatever is going on. He is not yet to stop because he feels it is an injustice for him to be referred as a Munyarwanda from Rwanda, yet he was born here, even the parents were here. He was vetted on being a state minister for internal affairs, but the whole committee was like, we must go back to the appointing authority to see how things must arrange, because here we see that this person might not be truly a Ugandan. Tanya was fully vetted, and at the look of things, you could look at the guy and like, this is typically not a Ugandan, he's an Indian, but he says, I'm a fully Ugandan. Professor Dr. Lwerence Muganga, Ugandan Canadian, but he says by the profile on internet and what we call your biodata on internet, it says Professor Lwerence Muganga, a Ugandan Canadian education reformer and a public figure. Currently, a Victoria University Chancellor since 2022. Born in Mukono, grew up in Masaka, studied economic policy management at Makerere University. Then PhD in education leadership from University of Alberta, Canada. Also a teaching certificate from Harvard. Holds dual Ugandan Canada citizen. Holds dual Canada citizenship. Unless if Dr. Muganga had denounced that he is no longer a Canadian, because the books here say holds Ugandan Canadian citizenship. Recently was appointed by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as a state minister for internal affairs, and the parliament is really not onto that. Basically,
teweerabira ku subscribinga.